Okie doke, everyone. So this is going to be a quick workout to perform after your run. I just ran 3 miles. I got my stopwatch ready. We're going to see how long this takes. I'm not entirely sure. I got a short list of things here to go for. Heel toe raises, reverse lunges, kettlebell swings, single leg RDLs, and then side plank with a leg raise. And all the equipment you're going to need is some space. I have a 30-pound kettlebell for my reverse lunges and then a 15-pound kettlebell for my RDLs. Might be a little too heavy for you, but we're going to do essentially 100 reps of each exercise. All the single leg movements are going to be 50 each leg. So I'm just going to get started here, and I'm going to go for the heel toe raises. So I'm going up onto my toes, lifting my toes, up onto my toes, lifting my toes. When it comes to doing 100 reps, I'm going to use my hands to count. I might be off by a few, 1, 2, 3, maybe even 5 by the end of it, but it doesn't really matter. The benefits in the doing for these calf raises and toe raises, I'm going to split it up into 2 sets of 50. I'm going to try to do that for most of it, but these heel toe raises are vital for runners, as we're obviously impacting the ground over and over and over again. So the calves and the Achilles need some love. The heel raise is for the calf. The toe raise is for the tibialis anterior. Okay, the shin muscle. A lot of people have pain in this area with shin splints and can get better by doing some toe raises. Okay, with these heel toe raises, I think I've done about 20 by now. I might actually take a little break. With the heel toe raises, for the heel raise, I want to do them with my heels going as high as I can. And with the toe raises, I want to make sure I'm not rocking backwards with my hips. I'm just raising the toes like that. Okay, very strict movement. I've gotten 30 of those. My calves are burning quite considerably. Usually when I do these, not post-run. Post-run is giving me a good amount of fatigue here. If you're following along, I'm on number 35 here. 7, 38, 39, 40. I'm going to get to 50 and I'm going to take another break. 1, 2. And 50. Okay, I've done my first 50. I got another 50 to go, and then I'm going to do some reverse lunges. For the reverse lunges, we're going to break it into 5 sets of 10 on each leg. We're going to alternate. I like to use a 30-pound kettlebell for that. I have done it with lighter weight in the past, 15-pound kettlebell I have, but I actually find that it's a little too easy with a light weight, and my knee feels better when I actually give it a little bit more load. So we're going to go for another 50 of the heel toe raises here. 51, 52, 3. So these workouts are to be done after your run. A lot of times people mention that they don't have time to do all the cross training. The cross training is a really important piece of being an endurance athlete, because these muscles don't actually get stronger by running. Yes, your endurance improves. Yes, your body adapts. I'm at 60 now. But when it comes to the actual physical muscles and the bone structure and how everything's interplaying with each other, you make muscles stronger by lifting, and by lifting heavy things and by applying some resistance to them. Right now, what we're doing is we're using the resistance of the earth and gravity to give my calves a specific load with the motion that they anatomically are supposed to perform. heel raise for the calves. And then the toe raises are for the tibialis anterior. Now, I'm burning up pretty good here. I just passed 75. I'm at 78, 9. That's 80. Ooh, got 20 more, and then I'm at 100. 81, 82, 83, 84. I've had shin splints in the past, and whenever you have shin splints, the muscles in and around your lower limb get really weak. Even if your pain goes away, the residual weakness of that area can linger for a long time. Something I was battling a lot in 2023. And these heel toe raises, my left side, which was the worst side, just really burns with that. And I'm at 100 there. Okay, so built up a nice burn there. I'm going to shift into my reverse lunges. I'm going to grab my kettlebell. Now for these reverse lunges, here's how I'm going to do it. Stand kind of front side of my mat. I'm going to, again, be counting with my hands. If I step back, okay, I'm going to step back and hold the weight in the same side as the stepping back leg. I like to essentially go straight down with my step back lunges with the weight. Okay, I don't actually want to extend super far back. I want to just keep it tight in with me. Going to put more load on the knee itself that way. So if that's making your knee a little bit sensitive, you can pull it back in terms of the distance that you're stepping back. Now, the pace might be different. My pace might be different than yours. But I think I miscounted somewhere. 9, 10. Okay, I've done a round of 10 on each side. Roll up my sleeves a little bit here. It's January in Chicago here. I changed into shorts for the workout, but I didn't change into short sleeves. Should have done that. Okay. I was in the middle of saying something and I forgot. Starting my second set here. Some important form details for this. When I go down into the lunge, I want to make sure my knees kind of scooted out that way. I'm not going to want my knees to fall in this way. I'm going to push them out like that. Okay, so as I'm going up and down, I'm making sure that my knees is tracking over my pinky toe and also that my foot is flat. I don't want my weight to be entirely pitched. I'm losing count. I don't want my foot to be entirely pitched on the front of my foot. And I also don't want my foot to be pitched on just the heel with pressure going just through my heel. I want it nice and spread throughout the whole foot. And if you get it just right, what should happen is as you go into that lunge, your knee should actually track just past your toe. Okay? I'm at 20 there. I'm also about at 8:30 here for time. But this was gonna take maybe like 15 minutes, but I was wrong. It's gonna go long, maybe 20. These take the longest though. Actually, no, the single leg RDLs are gonna take forever. You can see I get a little bit of a rhythm going. I kind of swing it up a little. I'm not actually using my back leg to lift the kettlebell in front of me like this. I'm propelling myself with that forward leg. It's causing the momentum to shift. That's 30. I'm gonna go for 40. Speed is not necessarily your friend here. You are going to want to make sure you're staying balanced as you're doing this. So some people, actually I know a lot of people, some of my patients, where if I gave them this to do, they'd simply flail all over the place. Okay, let me get a little break. Okay. One more set of 10 on each leg. And then we'll take it from there. Ooh. You're behind me a little bit, don't worry. And 50. Ooh. Okay. Putting away my kettlebell here, my 30-pounder. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to go get it. I got kettlebell swings. And I'm going to do it with 30 pounds. 15 pounds is much too light. If you're catching up from the reverse lunges, don't worry. Give myself a couple seconds here. So with kettlebell swings, I'll explain them briefly. When you swing the kettlebell back and forth, the power of the movement is coming from the hips, not coming from the arms. The arms don't lift the kettlebell. The momentum of swinging and thrusting your hips forward, squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings, is what propels the kettlebell forward and upwards. Okay? So as you're doing the kettlebell swings, don't lift the kettlebell. You throw your hips forward. So let me show you what that looks like. I'm gonna do 2 rounds of 50 here. I'm gonna get a nice burn. Okay, so just gonna build up a little momentum. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm not thinking about lifting the kettlebell with my hands. All I'm doing is I'm catching the kettlebell in the downswing, and then I'm shoving my hips forward to propel it up into the next rep. 23, 24, 25, halfway, 26, 27. Oh, the first set. 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50. If you're new to kettlebell swings, that's a lot. If you're experienced with kettlebell swings, that's a good set. We got one more round of 50, and then we got the RDLs. The RDLs are going to take a long time. 5 sets of 10 is a lot. Might switch it up. Let's see how long it takes. Okay. I'm going in for another set. For the kettlebell swings, do your best to breathe in through your nose as the kettlebell is falling. And then exhale through your mouth as you thrust your hips forward to lift the kettlebell. I'll show you how that looks like. Okay. So I'm going to go for another 50 here. I'm going to go inhale, exhale. $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20. You can count out loud for the exhale. 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 17 minutes. Okay. All right. Oh, that's good. All right. Now I'm putting this away. I got my 15-pounder staring at me in the corner saying, how many RDLs are you gonna do, Michael? How many RDLs are you gonna do? You wanna do some single leg RDLs? That's what's saying to me right now. It's talking to me. So, single leg RDL. I really like to bring it to this position in the middle. Okay, that's gonna be my start and end point for each rep. The kettlebell is held in the non-stance leg. So I'm gonna go like this. Right leg goes back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I lost my balance there. 9. A lot of loss of balance with these. And 10. Okay. These also get a good foot burn after a while. 2, 3. This is a great weight bearing movement. It's a great single leg weight bearing movement. 5, 6, great for balance. 7, I'm struggling with the balance right now. 8, 9, 10. Okay, so here's the deal with those. They aren't particularly challenging from a load perspective. They're challenging from a balance perspective, and you have to have control of the movement. I feel like because I'm doing 50, I'm trying to rush it, which is not the point of this. I've already done 10. I've just decided to say fuck it to the time. I don't care how long it goes. However long it goes is how long it goes. We're doing 50. I'm going to go slower though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Catch my balance like that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Okay. Lower leg burn has begun. This is a good movement. It's a really important movement. Honestly. Very important movement. This leg. 1. Why is it so important, Michael? Well, I've already harped on the balance. I like to do this barefoot because it challenges the foot to actually work. I'm trying to push through my big toe as best I can with each rep throughout the rep. That's where most of my stability is going to come from in the foot. And it also, that was only 8. This movement does a great job of training the hamstrings eccentrically as I lean forward like this. 10. Done 20 each side. This movement also does a phenomenal job of working the gluteus medius, a chronically weak muscle in runners. Whoa, I'm having a hard time now. Yeah, I've gotten 24, 25, halfway. Oh God, 26. Trains the gluteus medius because it's a single leg movement. All the single leg movements are going to train the gluteus medius in one way or another. Okay, 30. See, past halfway on that leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Again, these aren't particularly challenging from a load standpoint, but you got to be balanced and coordinated to do it. Great for the back. If you have a supple spine, it's great for the back. If your spine's stiff, this is going to be hard for you. If you're looking at me and you're thinking, oh my God, Michael's going fast. If it's too fast for you, please slow down, okay? Don't fling your way through it. The point is to have stability as you do this. Wow, 40. I'm at 25, just shy of 25 minutes right now. Seems like I'm gonna go for half an hour. Last set of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 50. Woo! Lost my balance a little bit on the last one. Okay, last set of 10 here. I need to go this way. Seven, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! Okay. All the weights go away. Done with that. Now, for the last exercise, another single leg thing, but it kind of works both at the same time. These are a favorite of mine. We are going to do a side plank with a leg raise. So I'm on my side, on my knee. Okay, this is an important detail for those of you who are trying to be extreme and do it on your feet. Please just do it on your knees. You'll feel the difference. I'm going to go up. Hips are raised the whole time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to switch sides. Now, the beauty of this is both sides get worked each time you do this. So there's going to be a compounding fatigue effect. Okay. I'm going to burn through these as best I can. Pro tip, try to raise with your heel first, meaning lead the motion with your heel. Try to lift your heel to the ceiling, not your foot, not your toes, but just your heel. Ooh, 20. Okay, and the burn has begun. Burn has begun and it compounds. So this is going to be tough here. Third set. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Other side. It compounds. Burn compounds. I've done 30 on each. I got 20 left and then we're done. If you've been following along up to this point, thanks for hanging out with me. Thank you, and I'm sure your body thanks you for doing this ever so important cross training. Running is great, cycling is great, swimming is great, triathlon's great, endurance sports are great, cross training is great. Cross training is important. Cross training is a necessary component of any race training calendar, and you must include it in order to minimize the risk of injury. Seriously, everybody says that. Minimize risk of injury with this, minimize risk of injury with that. Believe me when I say the muscles only get stronger when you cross train. Whatever you want to do in that category, got to involve some sort of resistance. Resistance against gravity. Weights are the best. Oh, 50. But it's got to be resisted. Whew, thank you for joining me. I got just shy of 30 minutes of actual exercise. I'm going to stretch a little bit, but yeah, should I include that in the video? Sure. I'll just do a little quad stretch, grab onto my bike, stretch my quad. A little bit here, a little bit here. Stretch, stretch. Quads actually feel pretty good. Hamstrings usually need a little bit of love. Prop it up on something. For the purpose of this video, I'll do this. Okay. And this side too. Thanks for joining me. You did your body a favor. If you enjoyed this workout, please subscribe to the channel. Give it a like. Share it with a runner. Save it for yourself if you like this one. These workouts are intended to be done after you run. Squeeze it in. Avoid injury.